Greetings to you, my dear brothers and sisters, and welcome to this season, this new year of the church liturgical season. Is a season of Advent, and this season we are in the year B. Today is first Sunday of Advent, and the church is calling us to what I call watchful waiting. Watchful waiting on the Lord. That's all Advent is all about. Now we should be waiting and also to be watchful. And that's what the church calls us today on this season of Advent, waiting and watching for the coming of Jesus Christ. The three comings of Jesus Christ that the church is commemorating this Advent. The first coming, which was over 2,000 years ago, he came as a man. And then the present coming, after his first coming, he is coming to us every moment we celebrate the liturgy in the Holy Eucharist. Each time we break the bread, and each time we deliberate, we read the Word of God, Jesus Christ is coming to us. That's the another coming of it. Then the other coming, which we normally call the second coming of Christ, is the one we are waiting in hope, in glory. He's coming in glory to judge the living and the dead. So this season of Advent commemorates these three comings of Jesus Christ. And that's why it is very important as Christians that we should be watching and waiting. The first reading of today from the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah, in this reading, the people of Israel, we are crying out to God. They were praying, crying out to God, their Father. That was the first time that the Jews called God their Father. Previously, they referred to God as their God. They call him God. But today, they call God Father. Just like the name Father was being referred to their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But today, they found it very pertinent to bring God closer to them. That is, not just waiting for God, but making effort to draw closer to God by calling God our Father, meaning that they really need God's help. And that's what the first reading was all about, being alert, doing something that, not just waiting for God. Then in the second reading of today, Paul was calling the Corinthians, the first letter to the Corinthians, to be alert. Even though you have received the gospel, that you should always wait. You should not relax till the end, because our goal is the end. And then in the gospel reading today, Jesus Christ with the parable told the apostles that they should be watchful and waiting, that they should not relax. So today, this section of Advent, we look at the Advent models, what I call the Advent models. The two Advent models we have, the Simeon and Anne. Simeon and Anne were in the temple waiting for the coming of Christ. They were waiting. They were patiently waiting. These men, they told us, even though they were waiting. Simeon continued to wait until when Jesus Christ was brought into the temple. He never gave up. And then it was then that he prayed the noon Dimitris. He said, "At last, let your servants go in peace." So we should all wait. I want to end this with a story of Navy men who were returning after their campaign. They were returning, and most of them, their wives were waiting for them at the seashore as they were coming back. So when they were all coming back at the seashore, many of them were received by their friends and by their wives. One soldier, one of the Navy there, whose wife was not there, was very sad. He was not happy that the wife was not there. He went home, finding his wife cooking. The wife was at home, cooking for him, preparing for his return. And he told the wife, why were you not waiting for me? He said, I was there waiting for you. He said, but others were waiting and watchful. So it's not about just waiting, but you have to be watchful. You have to be on an alert. So that's what the season of Advent is all about. So my dear brothers and sisters, as we enter this season of Advent, waiting for Jesus Christ, let us not just wait, but to watch. Watching implies praying. Watching implies doing certain things spiritually. And that's why in the season of Advent is just like Lent, whereby we do some things, we engage on certain things that will help us to draw closer to God. So as we have entered into this season of Advent, may this season of Advent prepare us for the season of Christmas, for the coming of Jesus Christ, which we will receive on Christmas, and through that, may we be rich spiritually through Christ our Lord.